Welcome, my loves, to Oscars 91, where we take a look at the unrecognized contributions by people of color to the films of 1990. I'm Chris August. Michael Caine would have liked to have been here to present, but I am on in the mid-Atlantic, and he was afraid that he would blend into the snow. So maybe later, maybe when we get plowed. 1990, an interesting year for films by and about and featuring black folk. I dug a little deeper into the box office list, so we've got a pool of about 200 films, and we have our highest occurrence of movies whose writer, director, cinematographer, editor, top 6 billed cast are black folks. We have 16! Ghost, The Hunt for Red October, Die Hard 2, Another 48 Hours, Marked for Death, Flatliners, Ghost Dad, House Party, Death Warrant, Ghost Dad. Bonfire of the Vanities, Mo Better Blues, Graffiti Bridge, The Gods Must Be Crazy 2, Heart Condition, The Long Walk Home Downtown. Let's talk music, real quick, because our recipient is a musician for the year 1991 or the films of 1990. But let's just start with, no one is gonna tell you the Graffiti Bridge was an easy movie to watch. It's a wreck. I love it in its own special, awful way, but here's the thing. Thieves in the Temple is one of the best songs ever used in a movie. ASCAP cited it as the most played song from the film of its year. It was written by Prince. It was as though all of the emotion that should have gone into the performance, it was like they siphoned, like, hey Prince, hey Morris Day, hey that one new girl who would never in nothing else ever again, come here, just let me take all your feelings, and it just sucked them all out, and there was nothing left of them for the movie. But Thieves in the Temple got it all. Like, ostensibly, the reason that you've got all these subcommittees and guilds and whatnot within the Academy is so that everybody didn't have to suffer through terrible movies to still cite the good things that happened in them. So what was the music department doing that they missed this amazing song by a genius in this not so great movie? Nah. It was also the year of House Party. I mean, one, if you had basic cable in the 90s, every weekend you watched Kid and Play on Comedy Central. You watched every House Party movie. I love those movies. The underrated, gone way too soon Robin Harris with a supporting performance that I still love. Reginald Hudlin, the writer, for giving us a series of movies about really good, normal black kids, like you thought the white folks would have eaten that shit up. I mean, they have parties, they go to college. No, nothing. And then, big one. This is one of many years where there was a chance to recognize the genius of Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames, who gave his one and only Golden Globe to a white man in a movie that I like to call the reverse Maclemore a few years later, when he won for the Don King movie and gave it to Jack Lemmon for playing a dying man when he was in fact a dying man in real life. So that was a big stretch. So Ving Rhames for The Long Walk Home, not cited. Wesley Snipes. The excuse usually for ignoring Wesley Snipes is only in action movies. Nothing short of genius in Mo Better Blues. Nothing. Ditto Zake House, whose name ain't never in any conversations. And this then leads us to our recipient. Let's go to the podium. If you know anything about the ins and outs of the Oscars, you realize that a lot of the categories, especially the text, work on a bit of a formula. Score, best original score, and really the sound mixing, all those sound categories are a great example of this. The going theory has been that to get yourself into the sound categories, you can do a couple of things and get a pretty instant pass. You can give the score to a big sweeping epic. You can do the score to an animated film or to a musical or a film about musicians. This almost guarantees you, if you go and look historically at the 5 nominees in the score category, in the sound mixing category, this is what you find. Unless, of course, your movie is about a black musician and it was directed by Spike Lee. Y'all, Bill Lee created a score to Mo Better Blues that allowed you to believe that Wesley Snipes was playing his face off all of the time. That movie was the blues. He was literally the soul of the movie. For real, that would have been enough in so many other contexts, but not this time. Case in point, if you go back to his previous movie, if you close your eyes in 2016 while watching Do the Right Thing, you can be transported to late 80s New York, and that is because of the score of Bill Lee. Bill Lee's 87 years old, he's never been nominated for an Oscar, probably won't, and he made this movie. And one of the important things when we talk about Spike Lee, right, is like when you get white pushback, talking about black artists being recognized in any kind of way. All you hear is, well, if black people don't like this, why don't they make their own movies? Why don't they employ each other? That's what Spike Lee does. P.S. A Spike Lee joint means that almost everybody behind the scenes is an artist of color. The costuming, the makeup, the sound, the editing, the cinematography, as black as he can make that crew, Spike Lee does. And you know what? In addition to Spike Lee never being nominated for Best Director at the Oscars, no member of any tech crew on the Spike Lee movie has been nominated. So, Bill Lee, your Oscar is in the mail.